Hi, today we are going to learn how to solve special quadratic inequality. Okay, so like number 1.5. So first thing you need to do, quadratic, all the time try to factor it. So but this is a factor of the 4, 4 and 1, and 2 and 2. This plus sum is 5 and 4, not 2. So it's not factorable. So quadratic equation, they're gonna ask a lot of time factorable quadratic, but a lot of quadratic cannot factorable. So that's why we learn quadratic formula and also complete the square. So from that you can find equation, so not inequality. So let's find the equation first. So you can use, let's use complete the square. So x squares plus 2x, to complete square. So it should be constant the other side, minus 4, right? Move the other side. And half, which is 1 half square, you need to add it. Oh, that means you add 1 on the left side, then you need the same thing on the right side too. So this is first one x, second one 1 square, right? And this is -3. You can think right there, because something square is what? Should be all of them bigger than or equal to 0. So cannot be -3. But now let's put it back the inequality sign. So that means here -3. So that means this is all the time bigger than negative number, right? So this means right like that, because cannot be negative, which means there's no equal, you cannot make it equal -3, right? So quadratic. So and then this is reading coefficient positive. We can start it from up there. And then doesn't meet with this x-axis. So that graph is going like that. Then what they're asking, this graph, quadratic equation, quadratic function, graph is when bigger than 0. We are looking for inequality equation all the time. We are looking for x value. So this is you want to find x value here when this is bigger than 0. All the time this is bigger than 0, right? So x value, whatever x value you put it in there, that's bigger than 0, which is whatever x value you put it in here, bigger than -3 right here. So in that case, x value is what? All real number, right? You can write it into a notation like that. Everybody got that? Okay, so how about this one? Not factorable either. So this time let's use quadratic formula. If you use quadratic formula, minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a, right? So minus 2 here, right? So that means plus 2 plus minus 2 squared minus 4a is 1, c is 4, and 2a, a is 1, so 2, right? So this is plus 4, and minus 4 times 4 is 16, times 1 is 16, so minus 16, which is -12. So 2 plus minus scales to -12 over 2, right? So because we learned I, so let's change that. So 4 times 3 times -1, which is, this is 2. So 2 plus minus 2 root 3, and square root -1 is I, so I over 2. We distributed 1/2 here, here, and here, like that, right? So answer is 1 plus minus root 3i, right? So we got the equation, but the problem is now let's draw the graph. Same thing. So leading coefficient positive, we starting from up, but this is imaginary number, which means doesn't touch x-axis. So it goes up like that, right? So it's what they're asking is now in this case smaller than 0. When this quadratic function below 0, no way, right? X value, whatever x value put in, any x value bigger than 0. So this is a no solution, right? No solution. Special case like that. And then 1.7, I can factor it. I can factor this one, x and 1, right? X plus 1 square and small equals to 0. Okay, and then let's draw the graph first. So that's -1 is a 0 right there. But that's what? Quadratic, the multiples is 2, which means here bounds, right? Here bounds. You draw the graph like that. And then they're asking at the time, what is smaller than or equal to 0? Oh, cannot be smaller than 0 at all, right? Because up there. But only one case when x equals -1. That's the small equal to 0, right? So smaller than or equal to 0. Yes, then the answer sheet, we need to find the x value. X value when negative 1, that's a 0, right? But anything else doesn't work. So this is one answer right there. Okay? Likewise, the second one, I can factor it because this is 3 squared, right? And then 2 times this 6. Oh, that's the x plus 3 squared bigger than 0, right? Now you can draw the same way. So that means what? Negative 3, leading coefficient positive, bounce again. When this is bigger than 0. Everywhere bigger than 0 except when x equals negative 3. That's 0, not bigger than 0, right? So answer should be x equals not negative 3, only a number, but not negative 3. So this is the answer for this one. And then you can think, when x equals negative 3, that equals 0. Otherwise, whatever number you plug in, that's bigger than 0, right? So x equals not negative 3, only a number but negative 3, right? Okay. So this is 1.9, not factorable, because factor of the 2 cannot make differences of 6 at all. So maybe you can use a quadratic formula or complete square. Let's do the complete square. So x squares plus 6x, and then plus 2 here, half 3 square. So I add 9 here, then I'm going to add 9 here. So that means x plus 3 square, and this is 11. So all the time try to find the equation first, and then so I change the equation. So that means x plus 3 equals what? Plus minus. When you get rid of square, plus minus square root 11, right? So x equals negative 3 plus minus root 2, 11. So that's a 2, 0 right there. Then let's draw the graph. 2, 0, which is negative 3, negative 3. This is a bigger, plus square root 11, minus square root 11 here, right? And then leading coefficient positive again. And so starting from here, 2, 0, this 2, 0, right? Passing like this, right? Should. And then they're asking small, when this is a smaller than 0, oh, this part right here, this graph is below 0 right there, right? But at the time, what is the x value? That's what they're asking. X value between here and here, at the time the graph is below 0. So answer is minus 3, minus root 11, between minus 3 plus root 11.